No, sasa nakarigiri.
Sasa kutika dakika moja.
Bas, Mr. Joseph.
Hi.
One on
Hello.
one.
Morning.
How are you, Mr. Joseph?
Fine.
Everything is good?
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually he has just brought you.
Yeah, very nice.
And to make sure that everything... Where were you? I told you I'm going to be coming.
Yeah.
And you left.
You see, yesterday I waited for you. I know because
it
of
rained.
The rain. Because of the rain.
And today I've just eventually come back. So how is everything running here?
So it's okay.
So I've just landed here, but we're going to be checking where you migrated from, so you can just know the condition it was and what made you to go out of that kind of the place you were, and how you came back here.
Yeah,
exactly. We can just go there.
We can go there
and check.
And check.
Exactly.
Can you go?
Yeah, we can just go. But talk about the condition of walking is a little bit slower, but we're going to be making sure they're going to be reaching here. There's no problem. So guys, eventually I've just got him here. Asante sana. Oh, sasa hiyo lazima nitakupatia kitu, si ndio?
Sasa
he's the one who has just searched for him. Fantastic. Mambo iko chonjo, Exactly. So guys, we're going to be checking about where he just migrated from, so we can just handle this kind of the legitimate and make sure that there's no much of the intercoms that are going to be coming in, so we can just handle every kind of the situation how they come. So eventually I have him here. So Mr. Joseph,
very nice.
Hey, so you have some lunch in here? We could have left these ones there. This ones here, or we can just carry
these only,
or the shoes. So you are from remending them a little bit. Yeah, we can just go. So guys, I've just got him here, and we're gonna be starting this kind of the video now finally, so as we can just have him, because I was just shooting much of the video, it was no longer available, and we're gonna be coming for the next option, because trial I have to handle this kind of the case right now here. Let's go and check the spot. Hello beautiful people, wherever you are, welcome back, and back to town a little bit here, so I can just have this kind of the conversation going to be coming to you live, which is one-on-one, and I'm starting it from it's just coming one-on-one from Nyabuanze here a little bit, so I can just check out what's really coming up and what's really popping up, so you can just understand and restatement what is really happening to the street. And we are back to the same center, whereby we want to make sure that we are handling much of the 2-3 things that are just not going so equally, but I've just come with much of the boys, so you can just go and check from our father. Talk about our aged person is called Mr. Joseph one-on-one, and I think he has just landed back to the system, and I have much of the boys at the back here to make sure that we are psyched. And today is today, tomorrow gonna be another day, so we are just here back to back. And I know now, hey Mr. Joseph, how are you?
Very fine.
Everything is good now?
Yeah,
cool.
Very nice.
Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Inshallah. No, you are landing now?
I'm just around.
Now I saw you coming, that's why I'm arriving right now.
Oh, very nice.
Everything is good?
Yeah, it's
so
okay.
Yeah, that's what I have some of the gentlemen here to make sure that we are just tackling much of the 2-3 things here, and so we can just handle everything very equally. Today I have some of the boys here, and they have democratized here to make sure that they're gonna be placing a net, and also we have some 2-3 cleaners here, and so as we can just continue with your life, because I promised you are gonna be coming back to check on you, and there's somebody who told me that again to go back to Mr. Joseph and see which kind of the situation he is, and I'm just here to make sure that everything is so happening. So you can greet our people here. Say hi.
So
no.
Fine to you, my
No, not to those ones. We have these ones here.
Oh, hello to you. I am Joseph here.
Yeah.
So I grant my friends come to visit me, and I'm very fine to see them. So I thank you very much.
We are thankful.
Yeah.
So again, Ayomaro, has he come back here? Because you told me that they're going to be coming back.
He hasn't.
Oh, he hasn't come back? Or he saw you, then you are with the Ginto, again talked about leave that kind of the museum there and do whatever you want.
Not bad. We are not with bad. You and...
everything going to be so okay. So no much of the pogromitic and some insinuations, things are going to be coming out.
Yeah.
Exactly. Back to the system, and I think I've just captured him right on the spot to make sure that everything is coming to you live, and he's just here. I saw you coming, so I know even here you have a very good padlock. So this is the padlock here. It is called, even how do you close this one yet you can open without even opening the padlock?
No, handling this wire.
So it's just to show that, you know, guys, sometimes even if you have a wife in the house, whenever the wife is in the house, is like a padlock. So you might talk about now the way everything is coming here. I don't know if the padlock is working or things are not working. But we can just assume everything is everything is working. So how can you come and steal from this kind of the mosaic? It will be chaotic, it will be imbroglio, and it will be pogromitic and insinuation things here. Exactly.
Nice.
So as we are here, have you eat?
No, that's where I want to go.
Oh, you want to go to eat?
Yeah.
So you can now leave us for a little bit of time. We handle whatever you can handle. Now I'll take over the game. So I'm the one to take over the game from here. You just go and eat.
So why don't they come tomorrow if it is okay?
Tomorrow?
So, yeah.
For?
So that they can just handle everything.
We want to put a net.
One net.
We want to place a net and also take those kind of the stones from there.
Oh.
Yeah, we want to make sure that everything now is working. So because it's not raining, we're going to be asking for 2-3 jembes here. We want to deal with this kind of the area simultaneously. We're never gonna it rain again. There'll no more effect gonna be coming. So I have much of the boys here standard, and they are so guys, today is today. So whatever gonna be affecting us, they're gonna be dealing with it perpendicularly.
The net they can put.
Yeah.
So that when I just go, they deal with this.
Yeah.
And I go to eat.
Then you come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's no problem. You just go and eat. The net will be here, and want us to deal with this kind of. There are 2 men who want to deal with the net, and whenever they finish, we're gonna be dealing with other things. Talk about this kind of the area. Already I've got much of my brother here again. Hey bro.
Yeah.
Soon usaidia na jembe. Shilingi ngapi tukupe? Tukiatokole makomote. Hey mzee, uko na jembe? No jembe. I'm gonna end up kwa nani. Yeah guys, I'm just talking about how can I just get a jembe here a little bit, so you can just make sure that everything is working so properly here. So as Mr. Joseph is just preparing to make sure that everything is just handled here, and he's gonna be getting for the luncheon, so as he can just get his own luncheon. But I think the time is late. I don't know. I talk about a man has his own trends. Talk about maybe he's coming from wherever he could just be coming from. So everything is just fantastic here. So as far as everything is in concern, we are back to make sure that we are tackling much of the issues here. Talk about again, whenever it's going to be raining, talk about much of the soil has already been heaped here, and they're going to be coming because we're going to be having from the top there as we have this kind of the channel of water coming. So you understand, whenever we have much of the channel of water, we have much of the sand collection. So it's going to be collecting itself and bulking, and it will just raise this kind of the channel. That's why we have much of the water that's just entering into this kind of an area. So we want to make sure that we are just cleaning this kind of the channels, and also making sure that today is today, tomorrow gonna be another day of here, and we're gonna be picking out this kind of the stones here and getting this kind of the trench going to where it's necessary, because we're gonna be handling everything here right now. So keep it tuned, keep it locked, because this is what we are here for, and to make sure that everything is settled very, very fantastic. So let's get it, let's handle it, and this is coming for you. Let me go look for the jembes, and we come for the mboka. It's called the mboka, or it's called for democalization of work. Keep it tuned. Guys, we are back to the system again, and the work commences here as usual here, to make sure that this kind of the ditches here and the channels of water are just working properly, and also this kind of the space here, it's working so fantastic, because there's somebody who told me that Gintu, we're gonna be making sure that we're gonna be getting this kind of, because our talk about Mr. Joseph told us that, you know, we're gonna be having much of the owner of this kind of the house talked about, we're gonna be coming to plaster this kind of the house, or put much of the floor here. It has not been done, because sometimes I talk about those are just the words that are always coming out with people are just want, so they can just get that kind of the sympathy. But the real fact, Gintu is the one who can make it happen, because I'm here one-on-one to make it happen. And we are here to make sure that this kind of the ditch, because it has not rained yesterday and today, so it's gonna be so a little bit relaxed. We don't know if it's gonna be raining, it's gonna be coming cats and dogs here. Exactly. So we are here to make sure that everything is sealed, and we're gonna be looking for some timbers, so you can just place them here, so you can just have a very good working place and getting inside there. So even he has just placed here much of the stones, so you can take those kind of the stones out, so you can just not have a very hard work here. No, bring it out.
Okay.
Yeah, bring it out. How are you, bro?
I'm good, sir.
Everything is good?
Everything is
I
wonderful.
see you, man. I can just see you only this way. Yeah.
Okay.
How is everything, bro?
Everything is okay.
You can give yourself a shout out here.
Okay. I'm going by the name at Filippo99. Please, I'm a content creator also.
Yeah, man.
And this is the work that we are doing here to make sure everything is wagwan.
Exactly.
Now today, here we come again to visit Mr. Joseph.
Yeah.
To make sure everything is under position.
In the position.
Please go and subscribe.
Filippo?
Filippo99. At Filippo99.
At Filippo99.
No corner here,
No
guys.
corner.
No corner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we are here to make sure that everything is so good. You can just go and pick those kind of the stuffs there.
Yes.
And we have even the plumber is here.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a plumber or is
He's a carpenter.
a carpenter.
Almost
How are you, man? Everything is good? Yeah. So you are here so as you can just work, eh? Yeah. Exactly. Let's pick this kind of the stones out of this kind of the area. Because we want this kind of the ditch to be prepared as bigger as the nerve, eh? So Idi, maliza hapo kuje, upanue hii stuff hapa hivi, eh? We panue. So we want this kind of the ditch to be a little bit enlarged so as you can just have much of the things coming out. So the real fantastic mod is we just take this kind of the stones very far away because they were just brought here with that kind of an old mzee and talking about how the things were just happening here. So no, let them go very far away. Yeah, we want to make this kind of guys because whenever I'm just always talking about we are having this kind of a difficulty here, it's whereby we can even see there's a channel of water. There's this kind of the ditch. It's just going with the water much of the far end. But why much of the people are coming talk about no, this kind of the area cannot just protrude much of water there. So it's becoming so hectic and characteristically we are talking about this is the stupidity that much of the people want to bring here at the background here. So we're going to be making sure that everything is settled more properly. So let's take them out and make sure that everything is arranged so simultaneously. Exactly. Take them out, man.
Subscribe my channel, waache kuangalia mimi kwa picha.
Fiti. Yeah, man.
Very good.
Fresh ni aje?
Yeah, content.
Well, for good.
Fiti. Irban. Nanti dia toka. Dia sambungnya wenyewe toka. Oh, tena kasihai. Oh, mam.
Guys, we are making it happen because I talked about we have to make this kind of the work to come out efficiently, and we're going to be clearing this kind of the way to make sure that this kind of the water cannot go to harm the aged people and to destruct much of the people's property. That's what we need, and what we are just requesting for this kind of the time is the humility and equity at the same time, because last time you can just understand whenever I came here it was a little bit chaotic, and it was just behaving like you're gonna be dealing with me perpendicularly, but to the real fact I talked about I have to come again and make it happen, because it's going to be raining, and it has already formed itself, and whenever it's going to be raining too much. So as you can just handle this kind of 2-3 things outside here, you're going to be dealing with it so perpendicular. So we have much of the boys here still at the work to make sure that this kind of the area looks like a water is rally, and exactly, you can even check. So sutoa tu na kore na nani korosi ndio tutatoka ndo pande ile kidogo. Ndio tunapita sasa hivi. Hivi plot inaenda mpaka huko. Kwa inafika hapo hivi. So huyu ndo akona hiyo plot nyingine pande hii. Guys, to the real fact here, you understand how the things are just coming out. In a short review is whereby I've tried my best to make sure that we are taking out Mr. Joseph from this kind of the particular place, but he has denied that he will not come out of this kind of the space because of he has some of the engagement that he has ever done with other people, talking about they're going to be giving him a very good area for him to settle and do much of his own things here. By today, I've just come here. Yeah. Okay, you're going to be coming, bro? Exactly. So I have just, I went and I just looked for a house. I searched for a house, but nothing happened. Much of the people, they feel like, oh, whom are you going to be bringing here? As the landlord talk about, oh, I'm bringing Mr. Joseph. They talk about, no, I don't want a person who can just come and die at my sphere or die at my compound. So everybody's fearing because nobody knows his background. Nobody knows where he's coming from. He's an aged person. Whatever comes as bad. Talk about maybe, we are not playing that things are going to be coming bad. Talk about praying about it. But the real effect is everybody's talking about what if a bad thing can happen? Who is going to be taking care of Mr. Joseph? So it will be a chaotic and a chaotic at the same time. So that's why we always talk about, we emphasize ourselves and talk about, let's accompany ourselves and make sure that we are just taking care of the aged people and the society, and that is the fantastic way we ever get forward. But this kind of the area, it has two lands here. We have this kind of the house, it reaches at one over the space, and this kind of the house is another space here. So that's why we have a little bit of a highway passing here, but it's not confirmed that it's a super highway that we're going to be passing or a footpath, but much of the people are just passing through here. So what we are ever hoping about is even Mr. Joseph is no longer safe. That's why we don't want to hit him with much of the things, talk about equip much of the things here, because we have much of a little bit problems that are going to be encountered at this kind of particular time, because there's a highway passing here. You can find that tomorrow they're going to be coming and talking about, you know, I came out and I found that something that you bought for me yesterday, it has already been taken out from this kind of the position. So it will be so not perfect for us to have much of the things done here. And also this kind of the house, it's not meant for him. That's why I talk about is just staying here for a particular time, and he will just move out of this place. So we have already the net, and it had been placed outside, so as it had just been soaked outside here, so as you can just make sure that everything is fantastic. So it's just getting much of the air, and also we're going to be installing it today, because I talked about we're going to be installing this net today, and it's today, and that is the effect that we're going to be having today, and make sure that everything is so fantastic. Even today I've seen the nurse, she's here. Hey, now you are coming so fantastic here. So come, no problem. Today we are not in NAS format. What's the problem?
NAS format. That is a NAS, and this is also a uniform.
That's a uniform. Now, where are you? I'm here.
You
You are there. So, oh, you have the. Oh, You want to mop?
I want to make sure this house is very clean. You
Exactly.
know, we love Mr. Joseph.
We love
because
Mr.
you know
Joseph.
the old man,
Yeah.
you must respect him.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, as we are here to make sure Mr. Joseph
Mr. Joseph is in a luncheon
live
already.
in a good place.
Exactly. And everything gonna be working properly. So come to this idea.
99.
At Filippo 9.
Now I'm at this idea. Now I'm at this idea. Exactly. So everything, guys, are gonna be getting forward very fantastic at this kind of the particular moment, and you can even check much of the things I just conducted at this kind of the spring of the moment. So you can just have everything just been handled, and already Mr. Joseph is a little bit out to make sure that he's going for the luncheon, and you're gonna be making sure that you're gonna be eating and be satisfied here. So we have the nurse here. You're gonna just wait for me a little bit so I can just go see Mr. Joseph and come back.
Uende umuone ndo urudi.
Dakika moja tu.
Anafanya nini?
Is he somewhere there eating? Yeah, I'm coming. You wait for me here right now.
Subiri, nataka niende kupeana dawa.
No problem. You just wait for me. I'm coming. So she's the nurse. She want to be telling us what is really happening to Mr. Joseph and why and how has he reached and where they have reached in terms of medication. I'm going to be coming there. Exactly. Oh, I see Mr. Joseph is already back here and he's already eaten. Exactly. So I'm going to be checking the... Yeah. Mr. Joseph, you are back already?
Yes,
So-
I'm back. Nimesha eat.
Oh, you have already ate?
Yeah.
Okay. So what have you eaten there?
Umenitea ile sukuma iko na nyama
Okay.
na nimefurahi.
Everything is good now.
Yeah,
So you are satisfied already.
Very
So
nice.
even if you go and sleep, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sasa kitu kilikuwa kinanisumbua. Unaona hii nywele? Ningependa inyolewe na nipate mafuta ya kunipaka. Unaona siku hizi inaonekana smart.
Oh, no, kind of smart. He's telling me that during this time is now happening. So you want to go to the kinyozi? It's barber shop, eh? So we can go right now.
Nitaenda baadaye.
Kama si saa hii sasa, hiyo tena hiyo tutakuwa tumecancel maneno. Tunaenda kama ni saa hii wakati tunanyolewa sisi tukuprepare nyumba. Sisi tunaunda, sisi bado tuko hapa. Hatujaweka hata maneti, kila kitu iko hapo. So I'm telling him that you're going to be going to the barber shop because he's talking about going to be going to the barber shop right now and shave, and they're going to be getting him to the barber shop, shave very nicely and buy some perfume and buy some applying oil and everything going to be so fantastic. You're going to be doing that one.
Okay.
So we can go right now. No problem.
Let me answer.
Huh? I want to check. I want to go with you there. I leave you in the barber shop there. I'll give you the keep up. No problem.
Okay.
Don't worry about the keep up. I'll give you.
So unajua kwa Maro. Nipeleke
Uko chini. Si uende iko hapa. Si ananyoa vizuri.
lakini Maro ndiye ananyoaga.
Maro ni mgani? Magoge.
Hapana. Yuko kwenye barabara. Pale chini njia ya kwenda mastermind.
Ukwenda mastermind. Kuna kinyozi. Oh. He's talking
Maro
about, we are negotiating about which kind of namjua Magoli.
Ndio
Yeah, I know the guy.
Yeah.
So that's where you always go.
huyo ndiye ananisave vizuri.
Okay. So you're gonna be waiting for me there.
Yes.
You just go there, then I'm coming. So I can just prepare the boys.
Yeah.
While you're just walking, whenever you reach there, it will take a lot of time, a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be coming there right now.
Okay.
Exactly. Go shave. Exactly. Guys, everything is so fantastic here and everything is just handled so fantastic, and everything is going straight forward the way I've just planned. Everything is getting to the real brim point here. So as far as everything is concerned, there's not much of the chaotic things are going to be coming out at this kind of particular time, but everything is handled in a very unique position so they can just have everything going forward. So when I go back, so they can just go and see him at that kind of the far end, so I can just make sure that everything is handled here with much of care, so they can just handle some of the issues here right now. Wow.
So are you planning to install this one?
It's gonna be installed. That's why we have just anchored it out.
It's
So it's gonna
supposed
be
to be anchored for 24 hours.
24 outside.
Yeah.
So how sure are you that 24 hours it has some chemicals?
It has some chemical.
Yeah, that's why we have put it outside there.
24 hours has not yet elapsed.
Okay, no problem. We're gonna be fixturing that one inside here. So as we are just here, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Everything is good.
Yeah.
Today we are not in the attire. So how can we know that you are a nurse?
This is an attire. It's
No,
called
no.
a scrub.
No, it's a scrub, yes,
you
but
wanted that out.
yeah.
There I have only one.
we have only one pair.
Yeah.
So how does
So
it do with
yesterday
us?
I was using it.
So why are you not washing so you can just use it every day? So I thought it's every day.
It's every day, but mvua rained yesterday.
Yesterday you were rained on. So it got wet.
It got wet and it was dirty.
Oh, it was
so
dirty.
I had to wash it.
Okay. So your shift is always in the morning?
No, I've been off. See, I told you.
You have been off? You told me at night. You are in the shift of night.
Yeah, 3 days.
3 days only.
Then I came after 2 days.
Okay.
That's I reported yesterday.
Yeah.
Today and tomorrow.
So,
the day after tomorrow,
Mr.
now
Joseph,
I'll be doing
Mr.
night
Joseph,
shift.
Mr. Joseph came there and told me that he has been given much of the medication. Talk about he came and complained that the joints are becoming crazy. And also he complained about he's feeling like a guns. Guns is called what? Guns in English is?
Let me just numbness.
Numbness. So he's feeling some numbness, and I think it's because of the condition.
Sure.
Talk about the wetness and also talk about the numbness in terms of the house how it is because subjected inside the water. So I sent him there and I came and I was told that he was treated and you are no longer available. He told me, yeah, you are no longer available.
I was on my off.
Because when I came here the last time, I talked about we came to migrate him from here, but he refused that he's going to be having another person who's going to be taking care of him a little bit, so he can just migrate to another place. So he gave us a 1 month, so he can just make sure that he's staying here for a while, then he's going to be migrating to another position, so as he can just get much of his own treatments there. So, but I promised him that he's going to be going to the hotel. Even right now, he's coming from a hotel, and also we are here to make sure that we are preparing this kind of the channels so they can just penetrate water one way to where the line is. So
He will be moving out from here in the next 1 month.
in the next 1 month. That's what we were told. That's what he told us as the way we just communicated. Exactly. But when we just get inside, you should have said that the net will be installed tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let it be installed tomorrow. Eh? So I'm going to be sending the gentleman here. Hey, bro.
And if there is probability, someone can wash it using a soap.
So you can go with it.
I go and wash it.
Yeah, it's there in the hospital and you have some of the detergents there.
So I'll go
I'll
with
cater for that one.
So
And we promised, I promised you that you're gonna be part of the team, so as you can just make sure that you're gonna be taking care of him whenever he comes to the hospital there. Yeah, so make sure that you are just following up, so you can just give me the report. Sometimes he can come and tell me that you understand, I'm gonna be going to this.
But I told you to communicate with me the day Mr. Joseph was to come in the hospital.
He told
You
me
didn't.
he told me he's gonna be coming. Because the same day I was here, I can just promise much of the people, the same day I was here, he told me that let me relax, then I will go there. Because it's just here, guys, it's just a fence here, and it's just the other side. Then I promised him that we're going to be making sure that he's going to be coming. Then everybody knows me there. So I talked about whoever you will go and meet, tell him or her to call Gintu because they know me. And he told me that, yeah, they have just communicated. Then he came back to my home and told me that I came there, then 2-3 things here and there. I was given this kind of the medicine. Then I came to confirm because I'm the confirmatory. I have to make sure that everything is so good. So I had to come and do everything as meant to. So everything is just handled. So introduce yourself and talk about something that you're going to be having.
Okay, hello good people.
You are so far away, or you are fearing this kind of a small.
No,
the more
the
you
camera
say,
is-
the more you go here,
is-
the more. No, we have to recognize the presences exactly.
The camera is a bit high.
Yeah. You can now say something.
Hello people, hope you're doing good.
Yeah.
My name is Evelyn. I have a channel by the name Village Nurse.
Yeah.
I'm a friend to Gintu.
Yeah.
So I came here to see Mr. Joseph because Gintu passed there and told me that he was coming to see Mr. Joseph. So I said, why not? Let me go see Joseph's condition.
Yeah.
And he has already communicated that.
Everything is handled. Yeah.
Everything is handled. I wasn't in the hospital when Mr. Joseph came. I was at home, but he said that everything is handled.
Exactly.
I'm glad, I'm happy. Mr. Joseph is doing well, a bit recovering. We're wishing him all the best. And maybe what I can say about the condition, the feeling that Mr. Joseph is having, numbness, it comes from the condition, the wet condition. But Gintu is working on it. Mr. Joseph has given us time that, Joseph, mambo?
Yeah, nilikuja huko nikapata wewe.
Ulikuja? Ukanipata siko?
Nikapata ule mkisi. Pia nakaa Tagare. Kanipea kesi kwa
How are you doing now?
I am just feeling alright.
Huh?
Not bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Joseph is saying that he came, I wasn't there, but he was given medication.
Yeah.
We are hoping for the best. You will recover soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Nilikuwa nasema wasiweke maji, jana nilisafisha maji wasiweke.
Leo hawaoshi.
Eh,
Hata ineti tutaweka kesho.
hata hii itakuwa vizuri.
Eh.
Kwa hivyo afadhali nirudishe mlango.
Ni sawa, ni sawa, ni sawa. No problem. Neti itaenda kuoshwa. Yeah, there's no problem. So the net is gonna be going to be washed with our
Yeah,
nasi.
I'll be going with the net.
Take it. Yeah, I see you taking it. Yeah. That way.
I'll be going with the net to wash it.
The good thing is
Okay.
I got the net from the public services. So yeah, it's from the public hospitals here, but it's not for the maternity. So much of the people talk about Ginto, you are going for maternity nets here. No, it's not for maternity. It is from the government for the use. How do you see it? Is it a good quality?
It's a good quality.
Exactly. The hard one. They talk about the Manira. Manira is called what?
I don't know.
It's a Manira one. Yeah.
So guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel
Yeah.
at Village Nurse.
Yeah.
I'll be happy if you people support me.
Exactly.
I'll be happy if you support Gintu to get Mr. Joseph out of here.
Yeah.
This place is not conducive for a human being to stay here. As a healthcare worker, this place is not conducive at all, at all, at all. Mr. Joseph can complain of numbness, but the next thing he's going to complain is about chest tightness. Chest tightness, that is
Chest
and-
broaden.
chest tightness and maybe cough, because from here Mr. Joseph can suffer from pneumonia, which something that if at all it is treated, but it's something hard to get out of the body.
Okay.
So Mr. Joseph, if it's that 1 month, let's be 1 month, you
Okay.
get out from this place. This place is very pathetic.
Exactly.
It's not even conducive. So people will be yeah. It is working
He
on.
told me to see another house there. I see that house, but it is not. But this one, when they just bring water to draw, it will be a nice house. Yeah, it is a very good.
So you want to say that you are not comfortable moving out of here?
Here is nice.
Here it's nice again.
Hii mtaro tu ikienda, hii maji ikiteremka huko chini, najua ile mawe ndio ilikuwa inazuia. Kwa hivyo hamna taabu.
How do you talk about that?
The only thing is, I will speak. I will talk to the owner of the house, so you can just understand that for how long is he here. Because we can talk about is here for good, but maybe the owner wants to demolish the house. Because I've heard about they have started constructing the house from the far end, so it might be demolished. So we don't know how long is it here. So as you can just know at which kind of the rate is he surviving at this kind of the position. So you can just understand the real time is here. And he talked to us that the owner of the house has promised that we're going to be putting a floor here. And much of the water, and we can just put another hole that will just be having, we're having to penetrate water to the outside there. So during that time, whenever we're gonna be handled, if it's gonna not be handled, I'm gonna be handling it. So they can just put a floor if it's comfortable, because we cannot talk about let us get him out of this kind of the position and get him to another position, which is not guaranteed to us that he will just stay there, or it's not a conducive environment for himself. But what I see is what I see is he likes where he can just feel comfortable himself, that he can do his own things at a specific module at a specific point.
Time.
That there's no person who can just talk about, oh, now the landlord is coming talking about, hey, electricity, pay the bill, pay this. So you need a very safer area, so you can just make sure that everything is handled at that kind of the rate.
But also to add on that,
Yeah.
Mr. Joseph, if I may tell you, this place is not conducive for your health.
Yeah.
This place is not conducive.
So you said
if
that
at all-
you
Nani, Navy,
eh?
Navy,
John Navy, yeah.
He told me there is a house. He will come at the end of this month. So he'll show me the house so I can shift from here and go there.
Exactly. That's why I told you that
Yeah.
it's just a month.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
just a month.
Exactly. That's why we are here. And everything is continue. Thank you very much, the nurse, and keep it locked, because I'm gonna be greeting you this way and talk about how the things
your
are happening.
hand.
My hand is handing here. Everything is so properly. How are you, man? Everything is good. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. So thank you very much. Go and wash. Tomorrow meet with you. We fix it here.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So even Mr. Joseph is talking about.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. So go and shave. I'm coming there.
Oh, he told me.
Yeah.
Better I go with the man.
No, I'm coming there. You just he knows me.
Oh, I know you.
Yeah, you tell him that I'm coming.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So as I'm gonna be handling this kind of the stuffs here, now we are just opening it up at this kind of the rate to make sure that everything is handled here very properly. How are you, man?
I'm good.
Everything is good?
It's good.
I see today is today.
Yeah.
So the last time I came here, so make sure that the space is provided where water can just run smoothly. Yeah, make sure that it's just levelized so as you can just have a good drainage from the far end accessing to this kind of the last moment here. So you can just dig it, no problem. Yeah, no problem.
So that's why we are trying to dig on, make it be sloppery.
Yeah, to be slope, yeah. We are looking for the slope here and everything gonna be so fantastic. Oh, you want me to help you, man? No, it's not that way, man. The jam is not catch that way, man. We want to start with these ones here. This way.
Actually,
Ajui kama unachimba lirambo lizima siku moja.
Jamani juanji.
Ni kama anakusikiaga.
Anakuona tu.
Juangi lirambo lileta shida.
Ukalichimba siku moja.
Kaona shida. Toa basi na kwa leo mwenyewe natoka nje. Kwa hiyo kamera basumulike vizuri.
Sawa. Na imebaki 90%. Hata siku hizi ametoka kulima.
yeye kuna trakta yake sasa, ile trakta imeenda imechoka.
Unajua siku hizi haikuja.
Imeenda
Ile
imechoka.
kijana.
Imeenda imechoka.
Ile inakuja kama day set.
Anaipeaga kidogo inapiga vitu zenye inapiga. Ingia hapo.
Lakini sasa ile trakta hajui kuitunza, ile ndio shida.
Eh. Ndio natoka hapa nipeleka nipiga matoko yenye yanatosha. Lakini hata yenyewe inalima kama ilima hizi hebu.
Haya.
Kidogo
Ile
analima.
inatifua mbaya. Sasa jana kujaga tu anajifikisha hapo. Ameweka na achilia.
Jana mzee alafu anatoka na Mungu.
Kama jeki waka anajifanya na mwagilia nasa.
Kuja huko. Simamia tu. Ndika kuja huko basi. Guys, already I've just made sure that now the channel is just running, so as this kind of the water. I know I've just made it temporary, and you're gonna be coming again. So right now I'll just take the action. Whenever you're gonna be coming and bringing some shenanigans here, I'll just take the action because I don't like the stupidity to prevail. That I've just worked it tirelessly here to make sure that this water is running. Then it will just come back and return much of the stuffs inside there. So it will bring much of the chaotic problem here, which is not a good way for us to go. So I'll now take. Angara wasomoka guri bororo.
Una bana na ruko sori.
Ono ni baba.
Kuja takule hapa.
Asante sana.
Sawa,
Guys, we are back here, and he's now shaving it so fantastic, and now you can differentiate between the head and the face here. So he's looking so fantastic. I have the gentleman who is making, and he's the one who told me that I'm always going to shave at Maro. So you are the good shaver here. So everything is good, bro? So you're the one who he trusts, eh?
Yeah.
And even he told me that again to you just come there. So I've just reached this kind of the position so I can just check on him and make sure that everything is as handled. So he's looking at himself there and he's looking so fantastic. So right now, how do you feel, Mr. Joseph, now?
I feel very nice.
And you feel comfortable?
Yes.
Now
nice.
much of the luggage is placed out of your head, eh?
Yes.
Exactly. Guys, this is the courtesy of Itansco to make sure that we are helping him to achieve and to make much of the things to come out. And keep it tuned, bro. And big support, bro. Awesome. And let it make it happen, huh? Everything gonna be coming to you live, which is one-on-one. And I like this kind of the point to make sure that we are just ending up this kind of the live. And I'm coming out from Nyabuhansa a little bit, and we are just getting it out, and this is the fantastic moment. So keep it tuned, keep it locked. I'm gonna be coming back to you, and we are just rushing out of time, so I'm gonna be getting home a little bit to check on 2-3 things there. And you have just watched this kind of the video to this kind of the far point. Keep it tuned, because much of the thing gonna be coming to you at this kind of the position. Nyabuhansa is looking a little bit not having much of the like the one whenever we have much of the children have closed much of the school, because it's looking a little bit like it's so silent, so no much of the talk here and there, but everything's so good, and we're gonna be conversating and making everything to come out more fantastic. So keep it tuned, keep it locked. I'm gonna be coming back to you specific point. Guys, I'm going back to Mr. Joseph's area so I can just conclude this kind of the video from there, because we have seen much and we have just made everything is just coming out very fantastic. Uembe wangere. Kaka brother, yeah. How are you?
No,
no, I don't have loose money of one. Guys, we are still to this kind of the position to make sure that we are just handling much of the things here. And we have just fixed much of the errors and how to just fix much of the things here to make sure that the drainage is just passing through the way it's just needing it to go. To the real fact of the time is we are having this kind of a hard time, so as I can just clean it to Mr. Joseph here, because of the much of the floods that whenever it rains, we are having corrosion and much of the corroded water that's going to be coming, and stagnant water that's going to be coming to his own house. And even whenever you can just fix here, where is he cooking from? Where is he even getting much of the fire from? So it's becoming a problem. Where is he eating? And even such kind of the condition, talk about the pathetic condition of the way the house is, and even you can just entail that the condition he is right now. And you can now talk about look at how aged he is, and talk about the person who is blocking much of the water not to penetrate to the tunnel, so they can just go to the road and get its own way to talk about there's a dam that is always receiving this kind of the water. Yet we have much of the drainages that have been put aside in this kind of Jambo, so as they can just have much of the water. You can never and ever talk about you can fix the road where water always passes. You can never do it. But the real fact, whenever it's going to be raining cats and dogs, it's going to now flood everywhere to make sure that even this kind of the town is going to be flooding to every kind of the position. But sometimes you have to understand that it's the sometimes much of the people, whenever they come to the agement, sometimes they want to fix some of the things like Sunyamaza nikuje. The mzee today is becoming, so right now we have just decided for me to give him money. But the real fix is Sunyamaza nimalize nikuje. Hey. Guys, we are having a problem here, so I'm telling him that he should keep quiet so that I finish the video and I go and we talk about how the money. So because we have already fixed that he need money, that's the real fact we're going to be having here. But the good fact is we're going to be fixing much of the things here. We have even the nurse here to make sure that he's taking care of Mr. Joseph and to know the condition he is. So we have a nurse here. How are you?
I'm good.
Everything is good?
Yes.
And the good fact is you are here and we have Mr. Joseph here. So, and I want to make sure that I'm giving you this kind of the position so they can just be taking care of Mr. Joseph, because the condition is living and I want to be looking for a better house for you. and going to be making sure that it's just some 2-3 days search for a house, and he can just migrate to, because when you can see much of his own things down here, you'll understand that it's a pathetic condition ever possible. You can even see even the shoes here, they have been corroded in much of water already, and we have much of stagnant water inside, stagnant water outside, and where now are we just having that kind of the humanity? Where is the humanity? And I'm trying the best to make sure that I'm doing this kind of the thing because of making sure that we are fixing this kind of an error once and for all. But to the real fact of the time, when we come to fix this kind of an error, we are thrown into a pogrom, we are thrown into imbroglio, we are thrown into intimidation, we are thrown into sarcasm, that whenever they go around, we come back to the real point of talking about how are we going to fix the error, and how are we going to help each other, humanity that is always there. And this kind of an aged person, he cannot even take a djembe and make his own tunnel here. He cannot take much of the spade and take much of the mud from there. Now he has to rely on much of the people who are energetic enough, and I'm just there to make sure that I'm taking care of him, because it's just some time here, whenever he trained, his own house fell down, and it was about to fall down while he was just inside. So it's by God's favor, by God's talk about the legacy of God that's always prevailing, he has just been surviving up to date. So whenever just sitting here is now looking like Toto is talking about how am I going to make the thoughts out. So he's in a deep stress, deep pressed, and talk about the mortality rate is now low, and even low or high, it's going to not even affect. So the way you can just see him the way he is. So sometimes we have much of the things that are always coming out. So the real fact is we're going to be having some little talk with our nurse here, and you can just introduce yourself as we can just know you and who you are.
Okay, hello guys. My name is Nurse Eva, but I have a YouTube channel by the name at Village Nurse. I was called by Gintu to come and help where I can, and to be surprised. I came here and got the things were in a messy. Thank you, Gintu. Thank you for turning up for Dizimze. He will live to remember you. As you can see, Dizimze is very, very depressed. He doesn't know what next. He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, you can continue.
Okay, he doesn't know what to do. If there's anyone who can support, kindly guys support Dizimze. I'll be checking on him every now and then. The fact that now Gintu has already introduced me to him, I'll be coming to check him. I'll be coming to offer the kind of support that I can. As a village nurse, I work nearby where he stays.
You just continue.
I'm confused.
Handle this way. Yeah. Talk.
Hey, sawa guys. So Dizimze is in a mess. For real, is in a mess. As you can see. Kori got that. Hi. He's very depressed, for real. He's very depressed. If there's anyone who is kind-hearted, who can feel how